Welcome to the Spilled Ink and Coffee Show, where we take book discussions to a new level. We don't just read books, we interview them, journal about them, sip coffee, spill thoughts, and explore stories on and off the page. Grab a cup and get cozy, because every book deserves a great conversation.
Are we really reading chiclets in the Bobbiverse? Well, I don't know. Maybe. This episode is full of laughs, opinions, and falling into rabbit holes we just love to fall into.
I just have to tell you, I'm slightly distracted because we're listening to Winter Wonderland.
Oh, we are.
Out of nowhere. I was surprised in Barnes & Noble we had an entire section dedicated to holiday books still. It was like winter.
Yeah, because they got to get rid of them.
Oh, okay. Got it. I felt like I was looking at the Hallmark Channel.
No, you got to get people to buy those books to get stock out so you can get the new Tuesday releases in there.
Okay. New Tuesday releases?
New books are released on Tuesdays.
I didn't know that. That's a fun fact. I like it. All right, friends, our first book today. It's an ARC Rachel read called The Story Keeper by Kelly Rimmer. Audio, contemporary literature, 4 stars. Mira Publishing, I'm not familiar with that one. And again, the character list. I love these character lists. Gold shiny
washi tape, wasabi tape.
I like this. You are lovely. Oh my goodness. Characters: Fiona, John, Uncle Tad, Ginny, Irving, Silas, Marie. And Silas has like a little cloud around him. Silas. Great. Guys, because Kasie can't read with glasses on. Silas.
I like to leave letters off of words when I write.
Well, I just added them in when I read. Perfect. Your missing letters are in the words I read out loud.
I like it.
That's how that works. This is it. So 4 stars. The book cover is cute. Is that why you picked this one?
No, it came up as a ARC audiobook on NetGalley. I thought the description of the book sounded interesting, so I picked it up and listened to it. An excellent listen, by the way. And the book cover made so much more sense once I read the book.
And this is what you say in your review, that you're confused by the beginning of this book. You didn't understand that there were 2 books in one, or that one book was telling the story of another. Is that what it was?
Yeah, so it's the story of, it's set in Australia. It's the story...
Check your map.
Checked it off the map. It's a woman, a family, and she buys... It's her uncle's home, but she buys her uncle's home, mansion, from her cousin. And she plans to move in, restore it. She's had massive life change. Her husband's left her for their business partner, and she's just trying to figure herself out. So while she's moved back home, she's bought this mansion. Her mom doesn't live there. Her mom's remarried, and her mom doesn't want her living there. Her cousin's like, I don't want anything to do with it, but you do you. While she's in the process of restoring it, her uncle was a writer. She finds a book that she doesn't know the author. She can't find anything about the book, about the author, anything. She just starts reading it. And so then all of a sudden you get a couple chapters of the book in the middle of the Story Keeper book. And then it comes back to reality, and she's doing her thing. And then you get a couple chapters of the book. Because it's as she's like going through the things, she's picking up this book and reading it. And she can't put the book down. So we get to see what she's reading. And I found, like, once I realized, like, that's what was going on, when I was in Fiona's life, when, I was like, oh, this is so good. I can't wait to find out what's next. And then when we jump into the book, I was like, no, I want to stay in this book. So it's such a good job of keeping you, wait, I want to keep reading. I want to get back to this story. No, I want to get to this story. Like, you just wanted to keep, in my case, listening to, because I want it to, like, no, I want to get to this part of the story. No, I want to get to this part.
This like hooked you constantly.
Yeah, I was confused at first because I was like, wait a minute, I thought I got this book. Why is it giving me a title of another book? I'm confused. And then I rewound it and started again. Like, okay.
That's tough because you're listening to it. If you were actually reading it, that would have been
it might have made more sense if I had the physical book.
Yeah. That I get.
Yeah.
You know what? How clever. Shout out to the writer, because this is a really clever way to jump timelines. You know, many times like people, past memory, blah, blah, blah. This is a clever way of doing that.
And then I'm not going to give too much away, but by the end you realize the connection between Fiona, her family, and this book.
Describe the writing style in 3 words.
Lyrical.
Oh.
Cozy. Passionate.
Kelly Rimmer, the first word she used to describe your book was lyrical. That says a lot. It says a lot. And again, your 4-star rating means a lot. That holds a lot of weight since you reserve your 5 stars. Where was the 5th one on that, you think?
Because I was confused in the beginning. But again, that's, I think, because I listened to the audio, and I went back and I reread the description, and then I rewound and started the book over again. So the missing 5-star could entirely be on me. But yeah.
Why are we obsessing over Silas?
He is the most imperfect, perfect person. He's got flaws. He's messed up. He's done things wrong, and he does things wrong.
You mean he's human?
Yeah, but he is just so kind and like recognizes what has to be done because it's the right thing to do.
Wow.
And is just like, I want to be his friend. So Silas is one of the main characters in the book within the book.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
I like the layers. This sounds like it has a lot of layers.
Yeah.
A lot of layers. So is there an annoying one, a villain, somebody who needs a reality check in here? Because you described the 3 words you gave me, I felt like were not too much conflict. Irving,
and he's the villain of the book within the book. And he's horrible.
So, remind us who wrote the book within the book.
I can't say that.
Oh no! Okay, then don't tell us. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so this should just pique everybody's curiosity at this point.
That comes, that's a big reveal.
Okay.
I don't
No, don't, because it's an art.
Yeah.
When does this book actually come out?
I don't think it comes out till this summer.
Oh, guys. Guys, I'm heartbroken for you.
July 21st.
No!
Yeah.
No. Is this her first book?
No.
What does she normally write? Is she a contemporary fiction writer?
No, historical fiction.
Oh, okay.
A lot of historical fiction. So I've put one of her other World War II historical fictions on my TBR.
All right, perfect.
So she's a good storyteller. Yeah. She's very emotional.
So what's a core memory from this particular book?
I think the 2 things, one serious, one not serious, the reconnection that Fiona ends up making with her mom, Ginny, and how Ginny opens up to her and reconnects with her daughter because they had a strained relationship. I think that was super, super well done. The other thing that I love, so she's moving back to a small farming community in Australia where she grew up. So she clearly knows, like, a lot of her friends still live there. And she gets invited to book club. And she's like, okay, no, there's no talking in book club. So in book club, which I love, every time I hear about a different, like not the typical, everybody reads the same book, we come and we talk, I'm always like, oh, well, what do you do? So in this book club, they come to the bookstore. They all either have a book or they buy a book, pick a book, and they sit down and they read for 45 minutes in silence. Nobody talks. You're not supposed to talk. Nobody talks, and you read. And then when you're done, you get with your a person or a couple people, and you talk about what you read. But nobody has to like finish a book. It's just, I'm reading in silence. It's silent book club. You read in silence for 45 minutes. So I loved that. Anytime, like I said, anytime there's a book club in a book, I'm always like, oh, what do you guys do that's different? And I like that it was a different book club.
I do like that it's different.
Yeah.
Right now, what is trending everywhere for book clubs is walking audiobook clubs are trending right now.
Fun. Okay.
Yes. So I'm seeing that happen. I don't know, maybe we should try that. But everybody goes on a group walk, but they put on their headphones and they have to walk while they listen to an audiobook. But yeah, a bunch of locals, independent bookstores, that's their jam right now. That is interesting. Yeah. I like the get together, silently read. There's something to be said to be with a group of people with commonality, sitting together in silence. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand it's okay to be silent.
I mean, it was a plot device to move the story along because it got Fiona, back, like her mom and her stepdad were at the book club. Her former boyfriend was so it was a total plot device, but I still loved it.
Well, yeah, who doesn't? I like this idea a lot.
Yeah.
Well, what is the main idea? Is it relationships? Is it humanity?
No, if you see somebody in trouble, if you see something that's wrong, you can't be afraid to step up and say something or help fix it. I feel like that's kind of...
Right.
And it's not good to keep things hidden and to keep secrets.
Okay. But you gotta read the book to find out
but
about the secret.
you gotta read the book to find out the secrets.
Which you guys gotta wait till July to get the book.
I know.
So I gotta know because it's Australia. Check on your map.
Yeah.
Do we have Australian accents in the read?
Yes.
All right. So she has the Australian accent. See, now I'm so in. I'm like, yes, I want this book now.
So keep in mind though that she does read with the Australian accent, but there's some American characters in it.
Yeah,
so
sure.
So it's Australian and American.
I love that. To me, this is going to be... All right, so now it's time.
Quotes.
Okay.
There's not many quotes.
No, there's not, but I really like the first one. Go ahead, you read them because I flipped the book upside down.
History doesn't always stay in the past.
Gosh, isn't that true? That's so true. And part of it is because we don't learn from our history and we just keep making the same... Not mistake. I don't do that. We don't learn the lesson, so you gotta do it again, guys. Repeating itself. But in this context, what's going on that, cause it's someone else's history being revealed?
It's her mom.
Okay.
And her learning, Fiona learning about more about her mom, her mom's history, all of that. Yeah. And then the other one is, it cost our ancestors too damn much for us to have this life. The best thing we can do is to honor them. The best thing we can do to honor them is to live it to its fullest.
Hello, yeah. Just live your joy, people.
Yeah. Like, think about those who came before you and what they did or sacrificed to, and I don't mean like big, like went and fought in World War II. That's not what I'm talking about. And that's what this is talking about. This is talking about like what your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your what type of life they lived versus what type of life you live now, and what you're able to do. You owe it to them to live it to its fullest because of the steps that they took to make sure that each generation is better off than that before. So that's what it's talking about.
Which I like. I'm hoping a lot of parents are doing that, or, making a valiant effort to do that for their future generations. I really, really do.
And then I did put that my sticker quote is from Tale of Two Cities, just because they talk about Tale of Two Cities in the book. So I thought it was
Really?
perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
So you got to throw some Dickens in there every once in a while.
Which I like. So, is this a one and done book? Like, this cannot be a series.
No, this is not a series.
Yay, hooray.
No.
So we're looking at a Hallmark movie, possibly. Not, no.
This doesn't scream Hallmark movie to me. Maybe like Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely a movie, not a series.
It sounds like it would make a wonderful movie, actually.
It's very.
I can picture.
It's very vivid. It's very like you.
I didn't read it, and I already can picture
Yeah.
some of the scenes based on what it was that you told
Yeah.
me. What's one thing the reader is not going to see coming that you can tell us about?
The book within the book.
Okay.
How you're just, at least for me anyway, I was every bit as engaged in the book within the book as I was with the actual story keeper. Like I was, like I said, I kept wanting, like I want to finish both. Like, no, don't leave this story. I want to continue with this story. But then it's like, wait, no, I like that story. So yeah.
So who needs this in their life?
I think anybody who, I don't know if struggle is the right word. Anybody who has a challenging relationship with family that doesn't quite know or makes a discovery or has had family drama, or strained relationships within family. I think this is a good book. If you like books.
Well, there it is, guys.
Yeah.
It's The Story Keeper by Kelly Rimmer. 4 stars, coming out in July. I liked it.
Yeah.
I think it just sounds too cute and nice to give it a weird ass question.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's how I feel about
Okay.
it. I love it. Okay.
All right. What do you got? Oh, is this one of the Bobs?
This is one of the Bobs.
Okay. We are
Legion.
We Are Bob, by Dennis E. Taylor. You listen to this on audio. It is a sci-fi book. Okay, so it started off as a self-published book.
Yep.
And it was picked up by Simon & Schuster.
Yep.
That's a pretty big pickup.
I know. You see, though, the evolution before it
Yeah.
got there. Like, I had to go look that up for the publishing. And it's read by Ray Porter. And we love Ray Porter because he narrated the Hail Mary Project.
Oh, that's a perfect fit then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so you gave this one 5 stars. And I
Yes.
decided I didn't want to take out my questions. So
You're
I'll do
okay.
that. Or 5 cups of coffee, I should, because this book gets me, and your favorite character was Bob. So give me a 30-second summary of, is this the first book in the series? Like,
This is the first book in the series. I believe there's 5 total. And it's very long, no doubt about it. Every book is long.
Okay.
Okay. It was recommended by Jerry from Book Club.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, once you have the one, you're going to want to jump into the next one. No, I did not. There's so much going on. I needed a minute to digest and process it. So the short version of this book is Bob has a meeting with a company that's like, hey, when you die, we're going to pretty much like freeze your head, and then in the future we'll reanimate you, or your consciousness gets uploaded, and then we'll download it in the future to X, Y, and Z. He's like, great. He's like, well, now that that's over, I'm going to go to my Star Trek convention.
Literally.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's at a Star Trek convention. He's trying to cross the street and he gets hit by a bus and he dies.
And he doesn't get to the Star Trek convention?
No.
Oh, that's so devastating.
I mean, he sees people walking on the street all dressed up and stuff, but he never gets to the convention and he dies. And then he is resuscitated via computer in a lab and in a non-corporeal space now. And this is all about his journey on what their intentions are. And really it's like humanity's screwed. And they're like, we're going to use you as a prototype to try and like reach out into the universe and see what you can find and help us. And then it goes, the adventure is cuckoo because he's living his best Star Trek sci-fi life.
All right. So you say here that the setting is the Bobbiverse. Is that space, or is there really a place called?
Okay, it's space, but it's his version of space because he learns how to replicate himself. He's replicating himself now, and he's got like Bobby versions out there. You know, one of them he calls it Riker. Of course, his first replication of himself he names Riker. And if you're a Star Trek fan, you understand why.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get through this book is if you have Star Trek knowledge and deep knowledge. I don't think anybody who is a non-Trekkie, or at least has a little bit of sci-fi something, is going to know what's going on. Because at one point, like, he describes to you characters from Star Wars that are like his AI assistants, and he names them that, and he gives them those voices, and he does the voices. Who's the fish guy from Star Wars? The Admiral? That's
Admiral Akbar.
Yes. So that's
It's a trap.
Yes. He sounds just like him. And Admiral Akbar is like his AI voice of reason and consciousness that was supposed to be guiding him through, you know, saving.
I have an Admiral Akbar pin on my jean jacket.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Because every time we go into Star Tours at Hollywood Studios, there's Admiral Akbar up there, and I always turn to Rebecca and go, "It's a trap," and she gets mad at me.
And she gets, because you do that.
Because I do it every time I see that race of alien or Admiral Akbar.
It's a trap. Yeah, teenagers, that's all I got.
She's not a teenager anymore.
Kids, that's all. She'll always be your child. Child is.
So I just do it. So anyway, we got off on Admiral Akbar.
It's okay, but every little sci-fi, whatever you've got, this has a nod to it, but it's heavy on the Trek. Just to the point where he finds other races and he's calling them Vulcans, and yes, it goes, it's fun, it's ridiculous.
I mean,
but it's fast paced.
Okay.
You gotta really know or you're gonna get lost.
So did it grab you right away?
No, at first I was like, what's happening? Thought we were gonna be in space faster than we got there.
So really interesting. I just out of curiosity, you were saying that, you know, you would have to be a major Trekkie. This has 4.26 stars on Goodreads. And I can't imagine there's that many Trekkies reading this, but it's
so much. Like, how many people in the general population understand the significance of, after he duplicated himself, he named it Riker? And why that's funny. And it just goes on and on from there.
Okay, so you say that your favorite character is Bob.
Yeah, because...
The original Bob.
The OG Bob.
OG Bob.
Yeah. He starts creating this holographic world around him. He gives himself a holographic body. Like, you could just... I'm picturing Futurama in my head.
Okay. I can see that. So, is there a bad Bob?
I don't think there's a bad Bob at all. I think the other aliens are... and they're not even bad. They're just misunderstood. He comes to find that there's no villain in here.
There's no villain in the book.
Not that I'm recalling.
Okay.
There's a lot going on, but I don't recall like a villain.
Okay. How would you describe the writing style, since it's science fiction? Like,
I feel like this should have been more this would, to me, it's mislabeled. I think it's fan fiction.
Oh, okay.
I would think that this is how I feel about it. It reads, the writing style is fan fiction. That's my answer. Well, I mean, obviously this was enough of a universe that Simon & Schuster picked it up.
Yeah, that's an impressive publishing. Do you know if there's any like thoughts of like movies, TV shows? I'm hearing Marina Sirtis at Johnny. I'm envisioning Jonathan Frakes playing Bob.
That would actually be amazing. I think that would be great. Yes.
I don't know why, but
Absolutely.
that's what I'm like in my head.
Like I really put this, where Brent Spiner did his fan fiction.
Oh, such a good book.
Right. This, if they did redo it and put the all-star cast in with their voices of those actors, there's enough sci-fi characters we're all familiar with that they could do that.
That would be super, super fun.
So he's tasked ultimately exploring the galaxy, finding habitable planets, because we're humans, we're going to destroy ourselves, right? And all along the way, he keeps replicating himself. That's the gist of it. There were a lot of quotes. I couldn't get through them all.
Quotes. Give us 5 of your favorites.
Oh, 5. Well, let's see.
Because you've got a lot on.
Yes. So the 2 that made me smile. The first thing he does when he wakes up and he finds out that he is uploaded to computer, he asks, "How much of me is Borg?"
Oh, I love that.
That's the first thing he asks.
I love that.
And then the other one is, "You're more like me, Data." He's talking to his replicated self. And the next one, "I was a computer, a very fast computer with an attitude problem."
I love that. There's times I think my computer has an attitude problem.
I know there's a lot. I replicated myself again. This is getting out of hand. There are now entirely too many Bobs. I'm officially my own worst enemy.
Got
And
it.
he even says that. He's like, "I'm a babysitter in the universe. All of my Bobs are..." This is why it's now the Bobbiverse, because he's replicated himself all over the place. And at the end is this mad dash towards insanity. Sometimes it was technobabble. Sometimes it's because, okay, wait a minute, other characters show up from pop culture. Homer Simpson's in here. And he voices Homer Simpson. Oh, it gets even crazier. You ready? Who else? Garfield.
Yeah, sure, why not?
So Bob replicated himself. But this one's not that great. He's like more like Homer Simpson and names him Homer. Then because a different part of his personality comes forward. So it's like the ultra sad Bob, or it's the ultra snarky Bob, or the one that's Garfield.
Yep.
What is that attitude that Garfield always had in the cartoons, right?
Everyone wanting lasagna.
Yes. So all of them have these pop culture names because it's that dominating personality came forward.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Great.
It does. So couple other things then. So let's talk about the cover.
Yes.
Cover versus content. Were you catfished?
I think now that I look at the cover closer, no, I wasn't catfished. Honestly, the only reason I totally went for it is because Ray Porter is the narrator and there was Star Trek stuff in it. The cover doesn't do much for me other than now I'm pretty sure that that's a Vulcan vessel that looks exactly like a Vulcan vessel.
It does.
Right.
With the warp drive in the middle, yeah.
So if I'm looking at, I almost feel like that's Delta Flyer-ish. So there it is. It's a Cosmos. Great.
Okay.
It's cool. It's very 80s. It's an 80s looking cover to me.
Okay. What is one thing that this reader would not see coming?
All the Bobs. I honestly didn't think it was going to be that many. And the writer had to have kept track of them because we go back to talking to them. There's so many. I need a spreadsheet.
Oh, you need a spreadsheet. I was looking at the publication date. This was published in 2017.
Okay.
And it was a Choice Award for Science Fiction in 2017. Fun.
There's a lot of science in there.
Okay.
There is. Legit science. Technobabble is that. My words were endochronin suppressor, which I know what that means, as long as you know what endochronins are. Okay. And panspermia, which I know what that means too. So that should alone give you an idea of what's going on in this. Religion also plays a little factor in here. There are 2 governments that battle each other. And one is a technology government, the other is a faith-based government.
Oh, fun.
Yes, and that's interesting because it's the Federation of Faith and blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's nonsense. It's nonsense.
There's a lot in this book.
Yes.
Now I've had 2 people say they really enjoyed it. I feel like I need to add it to my TBR.
Just because I think that being who you are, I would love just how you want to see Jerry's take on my point of view. I would be curious to see what you thought of it.
Okay.
It's engaging 100%. You'll be engaged.
I'm going to add it to my, I'm going to see if it's on Libby. Put it on hold. That's how I
do your audios.
Yeah.
If there was a way that I was able to share audio, I would. If I could download it.
Right. I mean, I have so many Audible credits that are just sitting there, but
Me too. Thank you. That's thanks to you, actually.
Oh, you're welcome. I don't know what I did, but you're welcome. So if the last page could whisper something, one thing to the reader, what would it be?
Buy the rest of the books when it goes on sale on Audible because you're going to want to finish out this series.
Okay.
I do believe that.
If the protagonist had to survive in a zombie apocalypse, how long would Bob last?
Bob would still last infinitely.
Okay.
I believe what he would do is take his consciousness and upload them into those corporeal bodies because they still have life, and we're going to have multitudes of Bob zombies. It's going to be Rob Zombie, but Bob Zombie.
Zombie. Okay.
Bob Zombie. A whole new thing just came out of that.
All right. Last question for this book. Which Bob would win a medieval jousting tournament?
Wow, that's a loaded one. Oh, okay. Riker Bob. I was going to say Homer Bob, but Riker Bob because of who Riker is.
Okay.
Right? You could see him. He's all gallant.
Getting on the horse, one leg over the entire backside, like he mounts chairs.
Yes, exactly. You know, he's a Lancelot. He's got the chiseled jaw.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Bob goes, he's even better looking than I am.
I love it. Okay.
So there it is, guys. Go get it. We are Legion. We are Bob. All right.
Cool.
Rachel's next book. Shakalaka.
I'm lovely.
Oh my goodness.
Lovely.
Yes, I'm glad that we're done watching obscenely long musicals. Like, why was it so long, Rachel?
That one was, I mean, I thought How to Succeed was long.
Right.
Then I went to go see
My Fair Lady. And it was longer. So my favorite was Mark and that one guy who just reminded me of Wolverine. I was in it for those guys.
He was fantastic. I could see him as Sweeney Todd.
Oh,
he would have made a phenomenal Sweeney Todd.
And then Steven. He wasn't even on stage, but he was my favorite.
Steven. I love Steven.
He was such a good dude. Can't wait to talk to him more.
Yes, Steven's great.
The 5-Star Weekend by Elin Hilderbrand. Physical, contemporary fiction. 3 stars. Your favorite characters, Brooke, and the characters, Hollis, Caroline, Tatum, Drew-Ann, Gigi, Matthew, Kyle, Jack. And the review says this could have been a short story.
This would have been a fantastic 80-page short story / novella, whatever that class of whatever.
From 367 pages, you're going to cut it down to 80.
Yeah.
What were you writing? What kind of nonsense was in between?
It was just a lot of, it's when things start to get repetitive, when you're repeating the same story or the same background story for the same character over and over again. And with that many characters, so there were 4 points of view in the story. And when you're constantly repeating the same stories for 4 characters, that'll get your page count up.
But unnecessary.
I thought it was unnecessary. Like you told me once.
You enjoyed the story. You liked the twist with Gigi, which I'm assuming you can't tell us, but the rest was pretty predictable. Well, if the rest was predictable, there's no way you could tell us the twist.
No. It was a beach read. It was, it was, women getting together. Hollis's husband has passed away suddenly and tragically. She's a hit online chef lifestyle expert, and she puts together this 5-star weekend with a friend from each phase of her life. like Brooke is her friend from like mom life. Druanne is her college roommate. Tatum is her, school age, elementary, middle school, high school friend. So she puts this weekend together and, hiccups, fights, makeups, drunken things. It's
The beach reader is probably the best description. You said it was wrapped up in the end too conveniently with a nice little bow.
Like, all of a sudden, everybody's happy. Everybody's got a partner. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wow, I need a happy ending like that, right?
Wait, we went from, like any, chick lit, beach read, there's breakups, there's divorces, there's, all of that. And,
all right, so let's just read a couple quotes. Your generation is both fragile and entitled, and no one is allowed to call you on it because you have been given the power to ruin a person's career by pushing a few buttons. What is the context of that?
So Hollis's daughter, Caroline, is obviously on the struggle bus, losing her father. And she somehow put all of her anger on her mother. It's not justified. But that's who she needs to be angry, and so she chooses to be angry at her mother and takes all, she's awful to Hollis in this book. I mean, anyway, so Druanne, who's also her godmother, telling her, get over yourself. Stop being, we have to coddle you. She's hurting too. She's lost her husband.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You can be more than one kind of person in your life. Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. Everybody should do that.
Yep.
Probably the book Brooke has chosen is the literary equivalent of The Masked Singer. Boy, we have an opinion about The Masked Singer.
Well, basically, The Masked Singer is fluff. I mean, it's not serious. It's just, it's ridiculous.
It is, and I love that.
And we
is
love
that still going on?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
And we can love The Masked Singer and not be judged for that. But she's feeling like she's running around with Gigi, who's a pilot, a airline pilot, and is so sophisticated and all of this, and then took her to a bookstore and we got to get you some good books. And Brooke is so self-conscious in herself that she's like, oh, I probably just picked. She's over there, reading Shakespeare, and I'm here reading The Masked Singer. So.
I mean, it sounds like we have some cute moments in this.
It's not, it still got 3 stars.
It was just too long.
It was just, I found stuff unnecessary.
Got it. The loneliest place in the world is between two people. Gosh, that third wheel is so real. And finally, Druanne can't remember what a group of Chads is called. It's either a privilege or an inheritance. I need an explanation.
So, this takes place out in Nantucket. So you've got a bunch of rich, white, young boys all in khakis and button-down shirts. It's that's instead of a group of Karens, it's a group of Chads.
I like this.
I can't remember if you call a group of Chads, a bunch of crows. It's a murder of crows. It's a flamboyance of flamingos. It's a
bunch.
It's either a privilege or an inheritance. That's what you call a group of Chads.
I can't wait to use this in real life.
Yeah,
I'm going to totally use that phrase in real life. So let's just get to the gist of this is cover, masterpiece, or catfish.
Well, so there's actually 2 covers.
Okay, because I'm like...
The cover that I have, actually, it has a woman sitting in a bikini, her back, we see her back, and she's sitting on a sailboat with a drink in her hand.
Okay.
But I couldn't find a picture of that cover, so I just went with what was on Amazon. Both covers match. Both covers are accurate.
That's interesting that you couldn't find that
Yeah,
cover.
yeah.
Can I just ask a question? I know that you're under a lot of distress and all, but did you ever take a picture of it and then print it?
I don't like the way that comes out. It doesn't have the same quality. Yes, I thought about that, and I tried it, but it doesn't have the same quality.
I never expected the quality when I've had to do that, but now I'm going to because we have the same printer.
So now I can't.
All right, guys. So
But remember, I got this copy at Ollie's.
oh,
So
yeah.
Who
Okay.
knows what was going on there?
That's so interesting.
I paid $3.99 for it.
So that was the
That's also
rejected
why-
cover.
Yes, that's also why I'm not upset about the 3 stars. I paid $4 for this hardback at Ollie's. So
I'm already having. All right, guys. So what we've learned about this book is that it has an alternate cover. The alternate cover only lives in the universe of Ollie's discount bin, and that if you have the same Ivy small printer that we have, the quality is slightly different when
It
you
is.
take the photo
Yeah.
versus. So is it the printer or is it the camera on our phone?
it's the camera on my phone.
All
I'm sure
right.
it's like the lighting and the
Yeah.
I want like the exact
I got it.
dimensions and I can't
I understand.
Yeah.
That's your type A.
Yeah.
All right, and we love and appreciate that. We learned a lot with this. So, who's picking this book up? Like, give me who needs this in their life? Elevator pitch it.
If you're going on a cruise, going on a beach vacation, you need a long weekend and you want a book to read over that long weekend, this is your ticket. It's not deep. It's entertaining, a little repetitive, but you're on the beach. Hopefully you have a cool drink in your hands. There's some music playing in the background, so it doesn't matter. That's who needs to pick up this book. And an added bonus if you can find it at Ollie's for $4.
You get the alternate book cover.
Yeah.
That's an Ollie's exclusive.
That is an Ollie's exclusive. Yeah.
All right, friends. Well, that's the end of this episode. That's the ink, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
That's a wrap. Time to close the book on today's episode. I'm Rachel. And I'm Kasie. If you had fun, hit the like, follow, and subscribe. Make sure you click on the bell icon.
You can also email us at spilledinkinkcoffeeshow@gmail.com.
Send us your questions, tell us what you're reading, or share what we should dive into. Until next time, keep your coffee hot
And your pages turning.
Bye, guys.